Hey guys, and welcome back. So we're finally going to take a look at the pro version of the LDRC 118 scale crawler, and might look pretty much the same. Got the old body here. Haven't fitted all the scale details to this yet, but it's pretty much the same stuff, or it is the same stuff. Got the side mirrors and the wipers and whatever handles. But this is white and it looks really, really crisp in my opinion. It looks excellent on this model. Really like this. I've kind of fallen in love with white RCs lately. Also picked up the WPL in white, which looks awesome. Coming in another video soon. Looks really, really nice in white. Crisp. I really like it. So, as I stated, this is the Pro version, which means oil shocks, metal drive shafts, ball bearings throughout, or it's supposed to be ball bearings throughout. I haven't checked, but you can see on the CVDs in the front and around the drive shafts without taking it apart that there's ball bearings in there. So ball bearings, really, really nice. Oil-filled shocks, adjustable, and new really soft tires. They're really, really nice and soft. And they feel a lot better than the ones on the regular version. So huge improvement there. Transmitter is a bit different as well. Same housing pretty much, but got some more buttons on the brushless ones, throttle options, lights and stuff. But same housing or model, just some chrome and extra buttons. But it's a really solid budget transmitter. I mean, you get a brushless crawler 118 scale with a hard body, super scale for I think it's around 70, 80 US dollars. So it's a steal. And yeah, sure, we haven't driven it yet, but from what I've seen in other videos like Rounded RC and other guys, it looks really, really good considering $80. It's insanely cheap for a brushless crawler, in my opinion. So, looking at the old tires, we can see here that they are really, really hard, and this one even cracked. I don't know how this happened, but yeah, it's trash. And if you look at the new tires, they're super soft and feels a lot more grippy. So that's really nice. And moving on to the suspension, we got the oil-filled shocks on this one. And as you can see, we got a threaded color. So it's possible to adjust how hard you want them to be. So it's really a huge step up. So quite impressive. Haven't checked the levels of oil in these, but they do feel like there's some sort of oil in there. And then we got the new metal drive shafts. So comparing the older plastic ones to the new metal ones, you can see here it's a major upgrade. So really excited about that. And if you remember my challenge video with Rounded RC, when I put some more power or more powerful electronics in it, I managed to break the endpoint on the front axle. So hopefully the new ones with the CVDs are a much more solid kind, and they do look nice and sturdy. So hopefully they can handle the power that the brushless system provides. Looking at the new drivetrain motor gearbox, it's a tiny brushless motor, but it feels powerful from when I've driven it indoors. And also got the free wire servo, which is nice. I upgraded one I actually bought for this one, but I'm going to fit this servo in the Pro version if I feel like it's a bit weak, the stock one that is. And the Pro version also comes with a LiPo, which makes a huge difference when it comes to that little extra power out on the trails. The basic version comes with a lithium ion, so another huge plus. So that's about it when it comes to the bench top. Really cool model. And I think this might be the truck to beat this when it comes to the budget segment of RCs and crawlers out there. It's a huge market, but I mean, brushless, oil-filled shocks, metal parts in the drivetrain, metal drive shafts, CVDs, whatever, for $80 US, I think that's hard to beat. And if this is at least somewhat decent, it's a really, really good buy. It's a rather stunning model. I really like this one. Extremely nice and slow modulation. I barely touch the throttle, but it's super sensitive. So you can go super slow, but it's really easy to go a bit fast as well. See, it's wet outside, so it's a bit slippery on the rocks here. The wheel speed helps. Back it up a bit. Oop. Might be a bit tricky for this. So let's try another line. Really nice detailed scale body. I think I might prefer the white one over the green one actually. So as you can see, there's some more lights on this one compared to the basic model. Got the indicators, front, rear. See, I got hung up on the axle. Yeah, got stuck. So the ground clearance definitely leaves a little bit to be desired, but it's super wet and slippery on the rocks, so might perform a bit better on dry surfaces. So let's see here. Long press. See if we got any difference here. Okay, so that will reverse the controller. Okay, back to that and switch servo phase. Okay, so we're stuck with this super sensitive throttle. I mean, you got a awesome modulation, really nice slow crawl, but if you just touch the throttle a little bit too much, and it just flies. So really high top speed on this. I've heard complaints about it being noisy, but I don't know. Not too bad in my opinion. Definitely tried a lot noisier small scale crawlers. The gearing is definitely a bit high, even though it's got that slow crawl if you want to. There's really no need for this top speed. The brakes are immediate, so I don't know. But it's definitely capable. Wet tall grass here. Full throttle. Stuck. I don't know what happened with the indicator. Now it works. So definitely enjoy this one. I'm going to try this a lot more in future videos. I just wanted to get this video out. This have been sitting on a shelf at home for quite some time now, so definitely a buy for 80 bucks in my opinion. Let me know in the comments what you think. Gorgeous model, looks awesome, performs really well, nice scale, fits right into your backpack. So yeah, let me know in the comments what you think, and I'll see you soon.